Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Ponzi scheme of lies that just kind of built. And if you just look at all of their defenses at this point, it's all technicalities.
Yeah, that would be a Republican. Yes. Jeff Duncan, former lieutenant governor of Georgia.
It's, well, I did it under this official guise, or I did it under this unofficial purpose. The reality is nobody's doubling down on the facts, right? We're 2.5 years into this, and I think that's the biggest hurdle they're going to have to climb. When you go on a 2+ year crime spree from coast to coast, this is what, a lot of folks are complaining about the calendars. When you have 4 trials to have to compete with on a calendar, you're not going to be able to, skip certain days because it's your birthday or skip certain days because you got a nail appointment, right? You're going to have to actually go face the music, and that's really what's playing out here.
T and then a he. Okay. Speaking of lies, someone tweeted, Trump is the L. Ron Hubbard of Liontology and the GOP are the Sea Org. Different cult, same theorem. Is it a theremin? What is it?
Yeah, I have it on pretty good authority that people that I might know might be Trumpers that might, know that other. So it aligns. Would they like to be ruled by fake authoritarians?
Yes. By the way...
Here, grab these canisters, and you're going to see right here, if you grab these canisters, you can see that everybody's against me. It's all a lie. Just grab onto these canisters like I grabbed onto Stormy's cans, okay?
Oh, my... Do they sound like clown noses? Do you think Stormy's cans? Thank you for that. You tweeted, I like former presidents who weren't mugshotted.
Yep.
Oh, we can just paraphrase John McCain forever. When we were talking to Malcolm Nance about his book about 2016, his first book, The Plot to Hack America, and what's terrifying about even the possibility of a second Trump presidency. And I just am like, oh my God, you can fill in the Jill Stein blank with Cornel West, RFK Jr.,
no labels.
All the same characters, right? Where you go, there could be just enough chaos agents in this electoral college that we live in, unfortunately, to turn this into a nightmare again.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that strategy, and again, it's a strategy debate, right? We want a more progressive country. We do. On that part, we aligned with these quote-unquote third-party people. But our strategy is different. And you can clearly see that since Ralph Nader in 2000, their strategy does not work. Voting third party after a primary, when it's going to come down to 2 people, mathematics, it's proven out in the math. It doesn't work. So no labels is garbage. Cornell is garbage. Kennedy is garbage. If you don't have the votes to win, I said this too. Those guys are like the steeplechase runner that's gotten lapped 3 times but insists on keeping in the inside lane, therefore tripping the people in the lead and screwing it up for everybody. Hey, steeplechase dude that's being lapped, get out! Get in the outside lane. Let the real runners run.
And
stop being selfish and mucking up the race.
In my opinion, Cornel West is just a little bit bad.
Worst.
I remember him in 2016, right, with the no, Brother Bernie's the only answer. And now
he doesn't like Bernie.
Now they've all turned on Bernie, of course, because Bernie says it's too important this time. You have to support Joe Biden for president. Right. We are going to lose our democracy.
He's pragmatic, but at least I'll give Cornel Wurst the credit of running for office, because there's some out there that saying Bernie's a sellout. We know who rhymes with Jimmy Dore. He's a sellout. He's like, dude, then you're run for local library. Do something instead of yelling and complaining. Actually run for political office, because if you do, reality is going to smack you in the face, and you'll go, "Oh man, Bernie is right. You can't do everything I'm yelling about."
Yeah,
it's just so obvious.
And Bernie
get in the van.
Brought up not just the end of democracy, but women's bodily autonomy. This was from the Lincoln Project.
My concern, if I'm being completely honest, is that the low information Chardonnay sippers in the suburbs next fall are going to think, well, he must have been guilty of something. Surely this is legitimate. And that might damage him in the suburbs.
Because in this country, people don't understand innocence until proven guilty.
Suburban women, will you please like me? Please.
Jody, you're really more of a suburban Pinot Grigio drinker.
Yeah, Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger are Chardonnay sipping suburban housewives, right?
Yeah.
They cleverly just omitted those people. The Republicans, Rafflesberger, Kemp in Georgia, they're all suburban. It is such God, Fox News is insidious. And I was on a plane back from West Palm Beach, and like I could see everybody on their little devices, Fox News, and I'm like, and I told you in 2014 when I went to Cedar Rapids to shoot a movie, that freaking Fox News in a Dairy Queen on a 62-inch screen at the counter. I go, they've got it. They're pumping it in, man. It's freaking Simon Bar Sinister from Underdog.
Yes.
I will take over this universe, and Underdog can do nothing to stop it.
Chris, could you take out your organ for me?
Right away, Ms.
I
Miller.
just, of the terrifying, we talked about them, planning ahead for a second Trump term to completely blow up I don't know, the entire government, the deep state, whatever they call it, fire everybody. This one, secret phone call reveals Christian right plan to take down the education system as we know it. A homeschooled lawyer has spent the majority of his career fighting public schools to no avail. They're harmful, he claimed, but his pleas have for years have fallen on deaf ears. It seems now he's rebranded it as parents' rights. Those people. The movement has taken off. The Washington Post wrote a profile. Conservative Christian Michael Ferris revealed in a secret phone call showing the way he's obtaining support from Christian millionaires. He made a name for himself by getting the story Rumpelstiltskin banned from classrooms. Do we know on what grounds? What is there?
Why?
What is okay? Speaking on
It's that gay liberal beard that grows while you sleep.
Speaking on a confidential conference call, he told the group that he sought to take down the education system as we know it today on the ground. Schools were indoctrinating children to be secular. He's been using his law degree to launch lawsuits claiming schools are teaching children to be gay or transgender. His ultimate goal is to get the Supreme Court to mandate the state pay for private religious schools despite the First Amendment, respecting the establishment of religion. In the new Trump-appointed Supreme Court, however, he might get his wish. I mean, this is how terrifying the fascist theocracy we could be sleepwalking into if we're not careful.
Yeah, and let me guess, Glenn Greenwald did not write that article, because that would have to mean he would have to slip out of his grift and his agenda to write simultaneous truths. Yeah, they won't talk about that part. It's insidious what the Heritage Foundation has done, these quote-unquote moms for liberty. My what is it? My Purple Shadow, the non-binary book about a kid that my shadow's not blue like my mom, blue like my dad, or it's evil.
Yeah.
It's so Frankenstein villagers. These purple shadows must be put to death. Here. Kill the purple shadow.
They've hated purple since Barney, haven't they?
Yeah,
Didn't
they
have
have.
the thing about Barney?
I met
No,
Barney,
since-
remember?
Or what, the Teletubby that had a purse? Who's that?
Since
Hey,
Norman and his
everybody
purple
hate
crayon.
me. Not you, Bonnie.
Oh, not that dinosaur.
They've hated it since Norman and his purple crayon.
Right. Hello, Bill in Jersey. You're on with Carlos.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Go ahead.
Okay. What I was calling about was Ramaswamy. You know, one of the other outrageous things he said the other day was if he becomes president, he's going to cut the federal government employees by 75%. I don't think he realized that there's 23 million government employees in this country, and that would be 18 million people he would be firing. And that the government, our government, makes up for the second largest contribution to our GDP after us consumers. The government's contribution is bigger than the financial sector in this country.
Yeah.
So anyone who puts down the government and has no idea what they're talking about is crazy.
Yeah. You know what, Chris? I'm gonna need to stop being the most easily owned liberal in America because that's exactly Ramaswamy why he says stuff because we go and I get
and you get
I'm not
upset
going to
because
listen
he's
to
a troll.
Exactly.
anybody who travels check-in with white strips.
Yeah.
Crest white strips.
Oh my God, he is just the most. I can't even. Just a con man, grifter. Oh, we were talking about. Yeah, he is. He's just a pair of clacking comedy teeth and a. I don't.
That's why Eminem is like, dude, no.
Right.
You're staining my music. Get out.
Oh my
Stop.
God, we were talking about the cringeworthy interview with Andrea Mitchell yesterday where she asked him about Eminem, sending him a cease and desist, and he's like, "What I would say, Andrea, is will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" I swear to God, it was exactly like that. It was exactly with the fake car salesman laugh.
You know, it's like a Disney horror ride, like the Bad Country Bears. Hi, I'm Ramaswamy. Up for me. Gling, 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 gling. I've got white teeth. I'm a biotech millionaire. I love you. Gling, 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 gling,
That song is from a different ride.
Boost your immunity now with Tapiro, the new high-potency, great-tasting elderberry gummies infused with zinc and vitamin C. Tapiro is available exclusively at healthpowerusa.com. Boost your immunity. Order your supply of Tapiro now at healthpowerusa.com.